What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm using one of the most OP Pokemon in the game, Oricorio-Pom-Pom style. This Oricorio is OP because it has the ability Safeguard, which means any EX Pokemon by your opponent... Wait, what was that? Oh, Oricorio has the ability Dancer, which means whenever anything on the field uses a dancing move, Oricorio will immediately copy that move. So what we've got is we've got Quiver Dance and Fiery Dance on Volcarona, and if you also Quiver Dance with Oricorio, that means Oricorio is going to Quiver Dance twice that turn, and Volcarona once. So you can very quickly get out of hand and either sweep with Revelation Dance, which always copies your primary type. So before you Tera, it's an electric move, and after you Tera, it's a ghost move. So like, just don't run into like Ursaluna, I guess. But you could also Baton Pass these boosts into Kyogre ideally, and just start sweeping with Water Spout. Rest of this team is mostly support. We got Amoonguss with Pollen Puff, Spore, Rage Powder, might help you set up, might keep Kyogre alive. We've got Rillaboom, good into Miraidons. This team might struggle a little bit into Miraidon, but Tera Grass Kyogre is pretty nice into that as well. And Zamazenta is just our other restricted. Pairs well with Kyogre. I might not bring it as much. I know that seems weird not to bring both restricteds, but if Oricorio and Volcarona are coming and I need another support mon, I'm probably not going to drop Kyogre, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, this team was created by Aquamoth. Thank you very much for making this team. Looks like a blast. I hope it works. Let's get into it. Alright, we've got Miraidon, Zamazenta, Urshifu, Incineroar, Farigiraf, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. I don't hate Quiver Dancing. Getting some special defense up would be nice. The one issue is maybe Miraidon, if it could one-shot Volcarona, would be pretty rough. I do like... I'm just going to go Dancers. Definitely just going to go Dancers. Against Blood Moon Ursaluna, Farigiraf, Urshifu, Miraidon, I feel like Rillaboom is actually really solid here. Amoonguss won't do much because it can't Spore unless we change terrain. And then am I only bringing one restricted? Guess so. I would rather have the fish. While we do have spread moves with the fish, it's a recipient of Quiver Dance Pass, potentially. It's pretty tanky. I'm gonna go with it. I don't know if this is 100% correct. Like, my biggest fear is Miraidon, powerful Electro Drift into Volcarona right away, try to take it out. Or maybe Scarf Urshifu causing problems as well. If it can get a KO before I can boost anything. They don't have a trainer card though, so maybe I shouldn't pay too much respect to this player. They changed their look, but not their trainer card. Okay, this I'm cool with. Zamazenta and Incineroar? Love it. Because we got Covert Cloak on Volcarona, so if you want to fake out Volcarona, it's not going to work. Oricorio. I could Tera Ghost Oricorio here. And go for just maximum Quiver Dances. I think that's the play. Tera Ghost, Quiver Dance. Quiver Dance. We're just going to dance all day. Zama Hard Swap. Say goodbye to your defense boost. Into a Master Ball? That's Miraidon. Okay. I can live with that. Now my Oricorio is going to have a Ghost Revelation Dance, which is much better into Miraidon. In fact, the only thing Ghost is worse on their team is probably the Ensign, so I'm happy with committing this Tera, even if they don't fake me out. Fake out into Volcarona, cool. Let's dance. Boost, boost, boost. Volcarona's turn. Let's dance. There's a boost. There's a boost. There's a boost. Alright, Oricorio, back to you. Alright, we're doing it. Alright, I think now what I want to do 121, 60. We may or may not be faster than the Miraidon on that. I don't want to pass hard into Kyogre right now. That'd be silly. So I think what I want to do... I could protect Oricorio, go for another Quiver Dance. I think that's fine. We got +1 special defense on Volcarona right now. Alright, they do Electro Drift. That's gonna hurt for sure. But we're at +1, so we take it. And we get a burn. Alright, that's not so bad. Electro Drift is a contact move. Alright, they could be doubling into Volcarona here, but if they're not, that would be awesome. Because Volcarona gets this second boost, Oricorio gets its third boost, and they might be tempted to hit the Oricorio with, like, knockoff, which I would love to see. Yes! Okay. Now we're talking. Alright, now what's stronger onto the Miraidon? I mean, +3 +2 Struggle Bug is probably enough. I would rather click Struggle Bug. But if we click Fiery Dance, we get to attack again. I'm just gonna go for Revelation Dance, Struggle Bug. I think it's fine. It gets some damage onto Incineroar as well. If it takes out Miraidon, that's beautiful. Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. Struggle Bug. Goodbye, Miraidon. So, if you hit Volcarona, you can take down one of my mons. But if you hit Oricorio, we're sashed up. Yep. Sashing up. Beautiful. Dancing on them. For Rigorath. Okay. Electric Seed for Rigorath. Can't hit that with Revelation Dance. But this might be a fine opportunity to bring in Kyogre. With a Baton Pass. Most threatening thing is a knockoff from Incin. We're pretty bulky, we should be able to handle that. Yeah, let's Baton Pass. And I'm gonna go with a Struggle Bug. It'll do some good damage. There's a defensive Tera here. Comes for Rigorath, trying to not get hit by Struggle Bug as hard. Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. See ya. Makes you weak to my Rillaboom in the back too, which is cool. Take the Struggle Bug. Some good damage. Wasn't gonna knock out for Rigorath either way. Incineroar is buried. Okay. I feel like you don't see Citrus Berry Incin as much these days. And knock off into Volk will take that out. Okay. Into Trick Room. Fair enough. Well, Rilla time. Rilla will massively threaten that for Rigorath with a Wood Hammer. I think I just want to click Water Spout. Like, I don't want to play with missing games. You can hit my Kyogre, but I don't think you'll be able to knock it out. I think Wood Hammer, Water Spout will be enough to clear the board. Helping Hand plus probably knockoff into Kyogre then? Yeah, okay. About an 80 power Water Spout. That should be plenty. We're at +2 after all. Water Spout. Goodbye, Incineroar. It's gonna be hard for Zamazenta to beat Kyogre without its defense boost. So we could probably take a hit. No reason not to stall Trick Room too. So I'm just gonna protect with Kyogre. And U-turn out on the Zamazenta. Yeah, they're just canceling the battle. They know they can't do it. Let's go! Oricorio! Get some butt. Get a trainer card. Alright, we've got Miraidon, Lunala with Incineroar, a Volcarona of their own, and Urshifu. Zamazenta doesn't feel amazing here. So it could just be Oricorio, Volcarona, Rilla, Water Spout. His name's Water Spout. His name's Kingfish. Or Kyogre. But his name is Water Spout. Honestly? I mean, we're Tera Grass Kyogre, right? So that could work if we preserve it. What am I most worried about? Getting stopped by? Incineroar is a little annoying, but not that bad. Lunala with Wide Guard could be annoying, but we do have the thought of Ghost Tera Revelation Dance. And Miraidon? Miraidon's an issue. Miraidon is always going to be an issue. Are you going to lead Miraidon into a Rilla team? Maybe not. You don't have any fake out blocking. So I'm going to go with these four. They have fake outs of their own, which is why I like Covert, Cloak, Volcarona on lead. I guess Zamazenta could do something here, but Volcarona is scary for it, and they have a Ghost. If they also have a Ghost Tera on like Incin or Urshifu, they can pretty effectively wall Zamazenta out. Plus, Zamazenta doesn't really work with the Quiver Dance strategy, whereas everything else can support it in some way. So, ooh, cool trainer card. Very cool. Love that. All right. Volcarona and Miraidon. Well, there is one cool thing here, and that's if their Volcarona uses a dancing move, my Oricorio will copy it. Ooh, they got Electric Seed. Interesting. Alright, Volcarona, unfortunately, you're not a Tera type that can handle this situation. So I'm thinking it's gotta be... I could protect Bring and Rillaboom. I think that's fine. Then I can do like a fake out Quiver Dance situation. Don't know what their Volcarona has. If it's gonna Quiver Dance on its own, I mean that helps my Oricorio, so that's not too bad. Oricorio will always match its stats, but it can be a threat to the rest of my team for sure. We're Cloak on our Volk, but we know they're not Cloak on theirs, so I could fake it out if I'm willing to risk the burn. Could easily be a Volt Switch here too. Volt Switch wouldn't be enough to take out Volcarona, I don't think, so might want to be careful about that. Okay, no Tera. That's fine. Electro Drift, yeah, I needed to swap that out. Oh, Rillaboom takes nothing. Never mind. Maybe I didn't need to swap that out. And the Flamethrower to cover the Rilla swap? Makes sense. And you get the burn with Flamethrower. Because why wouldn't you? Wonderful. Alright, let's Quiver Dance with Oricorio, and I'm going to U-turn toward Miraidon. I don't expect anything good to happen here. What's the worst case? They just double into Oricorio? Electro Drift plus Flamethrower. I'll get it +1 before the Flamethrower goes off, but that Electro Drift was kind of weak, honestly. They might be Scarf or even Covert Cloak. Alright, they're swapping out the Miraidon. Cool. Faked out Volcarona. Swapping in Lunala. Alright. No Protect on Volt. Fine. Maybe they'll just take out my Rilla. That'd be okay. Struggle Bug. Ooh. That's kind of rough. Oricorio's back to neutral special attack because of that. But I'll bring Volcarona back in. I think Volcarona I'm just going to try to Quiver Dance with to keep the Oricorio special attack up. Oricorio I'm going to Ghost Revelation Dance into Lunala for some chunks. That should do some damage. At neutral I wouldn't expect that to KO through shield. No way, but... I guess there's also the potential play of double Quiver Dance this turn. But I'm a little bit worried that there's like a Meteor Beam or something coming from Lunala. I guess I could have Terra'd Volcarona in that case, gone for double Quiver Dance. Then I'd probably have enough special defense on Oricorio to take something. Anyway. That might have been the play. But we'd be weak to Struggle Bug. Alright, Revelation Dance shouldn't KO, but it'll do a chunk. Yeah, big chunk. Tailwind from their Volcarona, that's cool. And Calm Mind. Oh, I don't care about that. I think it'll be hard for them to take out my Volcarona. Whereas Oricorio, being weak to Ghost, might not love a +1 Moongeist beam. So I'm thinking I'm gonna Protect to get my Leftovers back, but pull a fun play here. So you don't want to play passive, so I'm gonna just Protect Oricorio and Fiery Dance. Because the Fiery Dance will be copied by Oricorio while it's still protected. I believe is how that works, right? Now with Tailwind up, Volcarona's at +1. Both of their mons are probably faster. So if they have a combo of moves that can knock out my Volcarona, go for it. Obviously Lunala's going to Tera here. You don't want to take a Revelation Dance if you don't have to. Fairy is fine. I was worried more about water. Fairy is cool. We might be able to knock it out this turn. Depending on how much damage we can do. It is +1. And depending on if Volcarona gets doubled into, and if it can take that. Okay, Struggle Bug. That does weaken our Volcarona. So we're probably not going to be able to get the KO this turn. Oh no, we're Covert Cloak, so that doesn't drop us. Hey, that's nice. And Moongeist Beam is into Oricorio. Perfect. Alright, here, have a Fire Dance. That's probably not enough. Oricorio's turn. No, very tanky. Not enough. Oricorio gets the special attack boost, which is nice. I think Oricorio just has to take this double up. +2 special defense might not be enough. Just kind of has to be. And then I'll go Revelation Dance into their Lunala. Revelation Dance to Lunala and Rage Powder. That's an interesting idea. Leave Oricorio protected. Might not be enough anyway. I'm a Revelation Dance and Quiver Dance. Okay, they're just gonna Rage Powder with their Volcarona. That's great. That means you're not gonna get a KO here, and you're not gonna lower my special attack here. Good damage into their Volcarona too. Yep, hi, Moongeist Beam, cool. How much does that do? It does bring us down to Sash. Okay, so the double in with Struggle Bug would have got it. But we're dancing. What's the worst thing that could happen? Trick Room from Lunala would be pretty scary. Now that most of our team is faster than most of their team, even under Tailwind. Last turn of Tailwind. Yeah, here's where Trick Room would be silly. I'm just gonna protect Oricorio and do another double Fiery Dance play. We've gotten a lot more boosts now. It might be enough this time. And then once their Tailwind's over, we could just start blasting, presumably. Especially if Oricorio gets another boost this turn. So Oricorio got hit by one Quiver Dance. It got hit by one Struggle Bug, but healed that right up. Thank you, Rillaboom. Rillaboom coming in, switching into a flamethrower and getting burned, but still contributing. Rage Powder is fine. That's probably your best bet at getting Trick Room up, if you're going for Trick Room. But you're not. It's Moongeist Beam. Cool. Might not have Trick Room. Hard to fit that on a Calm Mindset. Probably doesn't have Wide Guard either. Critical hit. Can we get a special attack boost? Thank you. Now Oricorio's might not be strong enough on its own. No, it's not. But that's okay. Because without putting Trick Room up, Lunala's not that threatening. Now I'm thinking if they bring in Miraidon, Revelation Dance into it, plus Fiery Dance into the Lunala. Oh, it's Incineroar. Just protected Oricorio. This could be Baton Pass into Kyogre now. That wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, Baton Pass. And our Volcarona has +3. That should be enough for Fiery Dance to finish Lunala. Okay, the Lunala protects. That's fine. The only fear I have about that is if they have Protect, Calm Mind, Moongeist Beam, and Wide Guard, which sounds crazy. There's no way they have Wide Guard. Blocked, whatever. Knock off my Kyogre, fine. That's not too bad. Our Water Spout should still be strong enough. We're at +3 special attack after all. Yeah, I would guess their last move is Moonblast for sure. So I'm happy to Water Spout. Now go for another Quiver Dance. Like just in case they do have Wide Guard and start beating on Kyogre, I can still have my other win con of Volcarona is just that strong. Alright, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's gonna be a Water Spout. Goodbye. Yes! Yeah, no Wide Guard. No room for Wide Guard on the Calm Mindset like that. You could have had Wide Guard like over Protect, but once I saw Protect, ain't no way. And they should have Trick Roomed at the end of Tailwind if they had Trick Room, so it's pretty much definitely going to be Moonblast in the last slot there. And now you've got what, Miraidon? We can Struggle Bug, Ice Beam. It'll be plenty. Even if you're Choice Scarfed and still somehow faster than these mons, which... +3 on Kyogre and Volcarona. I guess maybe it's possible. I'm not going to check the stats. It doesn't matter. Struggle Bug, Ice Beam. Battle cancel? Because like, if you outspeed anyway with Scarf, crit the Kyogre. No, you're not fast. Goodbye. Oh, there's the crit. Okay, so there was going to be a crit. So if they were faster, they crit Kyogre, destroy that, eat a Struggle Bug, then outspeed Volcarona, crit that. Maybe that KOs. Anyway, good game. Good trainer card. Alright, Miraidon. Dialga Origin Form. Yo, that's sick. Iron Hands, Ursaluna, Landorus, and Fluttermane. Very cool team. What I have against that Ursaluna is basically, yikes. Ursaluna very scary. Oricorio can't touch Ursaluna at all, in fact. Rillaboom could come in and fake out Dialga, at least. I could lead by boosting, but that might not be particularly effective. I like Rilla lead plus... maybe Rilla Volk, because I can fake out the Dialga. If I get faked out on Volcarona, I can still get a free Quiver Dance. I can start Struggling Bug down the Sweeper. Gonna want Oricorio, and finally, one of these restricteds. I'm leaning towards Zamazenta. Yeah, Zamazenta, because they're crazy physical attackers are what I'm worried about. And Zamazenta, I mean, nothing can really take a hit from Ursaluna if it's the right hit, if I'm being honest. I'm most scared of the Ursaluna. No trainer card. Put Ursaluna on your trainer card. Got a cool fit at least. Okay, Miraidon Landorus. Not what I expected at all. But I like changing the terrain on them immediately. They probably want to Volt Switch. They don't have any Fake Out blocking. I can Fake Out the Miraidon. Try to get a Quiver Dance up. Now if they're like Covert Cloak or something, I'm in trouble. They're not. Sludge Bomb into Rilla is okay with me. Quiver Dance! Do I want to swap in Oricorio when it could be a Sludge Bomb? Because it could also switch to Earth Power or something. I think I do, though. I think I want to hard swap Oricorio in and go for another Quiver Dance. I think my only way of winning this game here is if I stack boosts. Volcarona should be able to take a hit. Oricorio should take a hit if they don't double in. I don't see why they would double in there. Yeah, Volt Switch into Ori. Oh, it's a crit. That's rough. We would have had a little bit of HP left if it wasn't critting us. Now we're going to go down to anything no matter how many boosts we get. Iron Hands. Okay. Can live with that. Really doubt they Sludge Bomb Oricorio here. It's probably an Earth Power into Volcarona. Crazy thing would if they have the tech move Rock Slide. No, they doubled into Oricorio! No! How could you? How could you do this? Alright, I'm bringing Rillaboom back in, which seems like a weird play, but I want to fake out the Landers. They don't know that they can't fake out my Volcarona. I'm going to Fiery Dance into the hands. Okay, Lando swap. Cool. Let's see, is that Miraidon? Yeah. Alright, no big deal. Fork Drive on the hands. Fake out Miraidon. Fiery Dance. Alright, if this is a wild charge into Volcarona, we might just lose the Volcarona. Thunder Punch, that's gonna hurt, but we live that. Cool. They're just playing better, honestly. This is gonna be hard to win. I can go for a Wood Hammer into Iron Hands, plus a Struggle Bug. If they Volt Switch Volcarona, that still probably KOs. That Thunder Punch hurt. Okay, critting the Miraidon helps. Taking them to -1. They probably can still get a KO here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now, if I can get the KO with Wood Hammer, we might still be okay. If I can't get the KO with Wood Hammer, we're done. We might be done anyway. How do we handle Landorus? Let's see how much this does before I say it. Okay, that does it. That's the first thing I needed. But yeah, that double into Oricorio was rough. Were they expecting an Oricorio swap? They bring in that? That's threatened by Body Press pretty hard. I'm gonna go Wood Hammer into Landorus. Okay, if I can get the Body Press KO and they don't Tera, they probably do Tera though. I could bring Landorus into range of Heavy Slam if I can get a Wood Hammer into it, but they probably don't allow that. I think this is what I have to go for. I have to go for they don't Tera their Dialga, I get the one-shot on it somehow. They try to Earth Power Zama. They let me get the Wood Hammer, and then they miss a Draco Meteor. That's my win con. It's very small, but it's there. They've just been playing really well. It's good that they're winning. Yeah, and then they're going to Tera the Dialga, which is the right play. Yeah. Something that resists fighting neutral. I couldn't have punished with Wood Hammer then. Body Press. Oh, it wasn't going to get the KO anyway. Alright. Yeah, we live Earth Power, which is good. Wood Hammer, I imagine, puts this in range for Heavy Slam, though that looks kind of close. Might not be enough from Heavy Slam. And then, do they Trick Room? Do they KO? Flash Cannon might do it. Yeah, Flash Cannon does it. Good plays. Even covered for the Tera there, because Earth Power would do it if I didn't Tera. Not even trying to hit my Rilla. Or maybe the Flash Cannon was at Rilla. Could have been. I knocked myself out. Anyway, GG. Get a trainer card. Alright, we've got Miraidon Zamazenta with Grimmsnarl, Chi-Yu, Ursaluna, which is terrifying, and Farigiraf. Alright. Chi-Yu is kind of scary with like Snarl games. I don't hate Oricorio, Volcarona, Rillaboom. That combo can totally work in the face of this Miraidon Zom. The Trick Room component, that's going to be a lot harder to handle. I think I want Kyogre, because I don't anticipate they would go Trick Room mode right away. But if I can position Kyogre either by Baton Passing to it or just coming in front of their Trick Room mons outside of Trick Room, maybe. Rillaboom's a little weaker than it would otherwise be because they have Farigiraf. But I think these are the right 4. Hurts to not bring Zamazenta, but I mean, Zamazenta's good, but I would need Zamazenta and Kyogre and Rillaboom. And then what's Oricorio gonna do? Nothing? Nah, we ain't playing it like that. We playing Dancer. We're not playing to win, we're playing to dance. Let's dance. If I can't dance on you, I don't want to win. Good trainer card. Well, they got Ursaluna in the trainer card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ursaluna's coming to the battle. Miraidon for Farigiraf. It's gonna be Volt Switch into Ursaluna. Set up Trick Room. We all know it. We've all seen it. I'm terrified. Either version of Revelation Dance can't hit. Alright. How about a Quiver Dance? Plus Fiery Dance toward Miraidon. Presumably it'll Volt Switch out. If we live, then we get to attack it. Helping Hand. Nope, Volcarona's dead. Goodbye, Volcarona. Nice knowing you. Well, at least it's not Ursaluna, but, and we got a burn. I think I go into Kyogre here, actually. And just go Revelation Dance into Farigiraf, plus Tera Grass, plus Water Spout. I think that's fine. Could be that I save Tera here and just expect them to not Electro Drift into the Kyogre because it's too obvious, but I don't think I'm bold enough to do that when I'm behind right now. Though, I think maybe I need to be playing to win. Seems like I'm playing to not lose. So maybe I should have done it. Yeah, I should have done it. Okay. Well, I get a full power Water Spout off, which is nice. That'll be some damage to Miraidon. Which is not really a threat to my Kyogre. What's funny is if I want to swap my bird out, I could actually Parting Shot into my Rillaboom to give it a special defense boost. Who's this? Zama. Okay. So what do I do here? Protect Ice Beam? That seems fine. I'm gonna take a Body Press. We should probably drift the Oricorio. Oh, protect from Zama. I love that. Parabola charge. Okay. I see you. Kyogre takes next to nothing from that. You get some healing, but Ice Beam should be enough to burn, I would think. Unless it's Assault Vest. That feels Assault Vest, yeah. Are you going to do it to your own Zamazenta? Probably not. I also took out for Rigorath, so actually, now might be the time to Baton Pass into Rillaboom. Yeah, I don't hate that. And just protect Kyogre? Oh, it could have been hard swap Kyogre into Rillaboom, Baton Pass back into Kyogre. That could have been cool. Would that have been better? Rillaboom takes a body press for doing that. Seems like they're just going to go for another parabolic charge. Parabolic charge, that's what it's called. Oh, it's a Volt Switch. Okay. And their last mon is Ursaluna the whole time. And having Protect does not mean they don't have Wide Guard. But I can Wood Hammer the bear here. Somewhat safely. Probably Ice Beam the other slot. They could Wide Guard if they're trying to protect their bear. Thinking Wood Hammer the bear. Ice Beam Zamazenta. Okay, bear protect. It's fine, I still threaten the Wood Hammer next turn. Iron Defense, they don't have Wide Guard. But they might be able to KO Kyogre. How do I beat Zamazenta if that's all Ice Beam can do? Wood Hammer plus Ice Beam. It's enough for the bear, which is great. Maybe they think I want to protect Kyogre at some point. Nope, body press right into Kyogre. We live that. I figured we would live one, but that's it. Is that a crit? That was a crit! Yo! We can make this happen. We can make this happen. This could work. This could work. Kyogre, let's go. Oh. Oricorio cheering on from the sidelines. What's doing it? Alright, no grassy terrain. So you're gonna take some damage from your burn. You probably can't KO Rillaboom. I'm happy to U-turn Protect. Seems pretty safe. Battle's just canceled. Let's go. Let's go. Oricorio. And we're back. Oricorio was dancing on him. Oricorio was strutting its stuff. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Aquamoth, for making this team. I had a blast. I hope you had a blast. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.